It was a freak. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his fourth season in the NFL.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carroll. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 32 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Play action, now Purdy. That's complete, it's Kyle Juszczyk. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Touchdown! 26 yards. An extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Off play action. Carroll. That is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And that'll make a third down. Off the play fake. Carroll. Past the 20. And just shedding him off there. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 44 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Purdy now on second down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the Washington offense going back to work. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
They better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Purdy from the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Antonio Gibson. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 82 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 4 yards. And out will come. they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Purdy escapes the sack. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And taken at the 46. So a change of possession here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Carroll. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carroll. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 42.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
The Niners take over.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round, and it's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the play fake. Carroll escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now Purdy completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Purdy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Okay, ready?
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Go!
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Off play action. Carroll. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Off the play fake. Carroll.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. On first down, Purdy.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw, Purdy. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Carroll. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Deebo Samuel, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and unbridled joy after that one.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing here, Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.